Just first things first, keeping this going. How much of a motivator is that for the group to be able to keep this road trip going in the direction that it's headed?
It's extremely important. We got a lot of competitive guys on this team, so when we talk about stacking days and putting good days together as well as games, practice, shoot-arounds, all those things, just try to be as consistent as possible.
When you look in the standings, it can look a little rough for the Blazers, but they've been playing a little bit better lately. Almost 500 ball. What do you guys have to be locked in on to get out of here with another game?
Just I think the rebounding battle is something that we've been talking about a lot. We just got to rebound the ball, limit their second chance points, and just come out of here with a W.
You made some great points, obviously, about policy with regard to containing wildfires. But just from a basketball standpoint, how odd is it to think you're playing Monday but not be sure because of what's going on?
It's you got to be ready for anything at this point. Me living there and being through that, you kind of learned. It's just whatever way the wind blows, figuratively and literally. But yeah.
Second bus before first bus get back.
So really just praying for everybody down there. Big huge shout out to all the firefighters for fighting this thing and trying to make sure everybody's safe with what they can do. Just praying for everybody, man. It's really a tragedy.
What's your thoughts on it? Now it's getting closer apparently to Westwood. Obviously your sister goes to school there, and just what's it like to see that?
It's scary, man. It really is scary to see, our beautiful campus, being in danger. It's something that you never thought could happen, but it's something that, I've seen before in college. I've seen the fires, throughout the hills and the mountains of the 405. Really just praying for everybody and wishing everybody the best and hopefully they get out of there safe.
As an athlete, air quality, is that a concern or?
I guess, sure, yeah. But, if we can play a game, we're going to definitely try to play a game.
First of all, we didn't even get to this the other day, surpassing Duncan with the consecutive 3 streak. Congratulations. What does that signify for you?
Nothing really. Just trying to be as consistent as possible. So that's a little bit of that, showing off a little bit of consistency, I guess. But just trying to keep getting the right shots and taking the right shots.
Is Duncan taking it okay that you surpassed him in that space as well?
No, but it's cool, I guess. Just got to keep going.
In dealing with this Trailblazers team, obviously they got off to a slow start, but lately, almost playing 500 ball. What do you got to deal with them? They do have some guys that can put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, they're young. They play fast. A bunch of guys, like you said, that are capable of really getting going on any given night. So, and they're at home, and they're coming off a loss. So obviously they're motivated to get a win in their own building. So it's for us tonight that we'll be ready for.
Tyler, what's it like to have 2 games next in Los Angeles? You've seen the pictures, you see what's going on. Is there a trepidation or concern about going into that and the fact that as of now you're scheduled to be there tonight?
Yeah. First is, my prayers are to the LA city, the community, everyone there that's going through that. That's obviously tragic and very unfortunate for anyone in that area. But this NBA doesn't stop, as we all know. I think we're, like you said, expected to be there, but we're kind of playing it by ear. I have no clue. I'm just going with the flow. We got to win tonight, and then we'll worry about that after the game. So we'll see.
It's what you talk about all the time, stacking things once you get some good stuff going. So how important is it for you all to come in here and try to still have that mentality that, we can keep this going in the right direction?
Yeah. Said a lot of the things that I said. I guess you've been hanging around. Look, we can't relax at any time. You try to build that muscle, that habit, particularly when you're on the road. We've faced a good amount of adversity on this road trip. I think that's great for a basketball team to go through all those emotions. There are a lot of really good things defensively the other night, holding Utah under 100. And then you just have to make some plays down the stretch, which we did.
As for the Blazers, obviously they got off to a slow start, but lately almost playing 500 ball. What's changed for them? What do you all want to focus on and try to get out of here with a W?
Look, they have a lot of high draft picks. they are the biggest team in the league, and they have a lot of youth, speed, athleticism. They're going to attack. They're relentless. So you can't think that I can just step into this and not think that it's going to be fast twitch. There's going to be a lot of athleticism coming at us all night. We got to respond to that and do what we have to do to get this game on our terms.
Erik, obviously what you're going into LA with the uncertainty. I guess the plan as of now is to fly in. Sort of your thoughts and how do you plan on handling that, and your thoughts on the situation?
Look, we'll be able to handle whatever we need to handle. Really, the thoughts are just about everybody that's going through it. Right now, our hearts and prayers are for everybody that's managing the devastation. I can't even imagine having an entire community gone. You leave and you come back and it's gone. So many people are affected by that. The game, if we can provide some inspiration and entertainment for the city, then that's our obligation. But in terms of the logistics for us, that's the last thing. We know what to do.
Have you heard anything back from Octavio as far as how things are going with him staying behind and doing that work?
What are you saying? No, I'm not going to give you anything. Yeah, of course not.
And you always talk about when players stay behind, you check in, you talk to them. So I'm just kind
I've
of
talked to
curious.
him, but that's between me and Coach O. With all due respect.
Kamara for them.
I'm sorry, if you want to go ahead.
Kamara for them is starting to get some acclaim for his defense. Have you noticed anything unique about him or stands out?
Yeah. Look, Chauncey's going to emphasize defense and the habits and competing and playing hard. And with a lot of these guys, if you have extended time, you don't know when guys are going to make a jump or start to get comfortable and understand what their role can be. I think probably more than anything. I don't want to say because I'm not in the locker room, but he's probably wrapping his mind around how he can be successful and make an impact. Which he's doing.
And with Tyler stepping into the role he has this year, obviously there's a lot on the court, but how have you seen him grow off the court and just being that guy, being that number one option night to night, and just being that presence in the locker room?
He's matured quite a bit. He has 2 children, at home. He's growing as a man right in front of our eyes. But in terms of, his voice, off the court, he knows our system. He knows what we stand for, and he's smart. So I think he's stepping into that role in an organic way. And I think it's helpful because I think the younger guys on the team, look to him and Bam. That's just naturally they gravitate. They look to them, for guidance, and I think he's doing it in a natural way.
Erik, your thoughts on bringing Isaiah Stevens back, especially cross country and this kind of thing? What were the thoughts there?
We want to get these guys with us, as much as possible. And we like what he's doing just in terms of getting a team organized. Whether we play him or not, I don't know. It's another guy to have available. There were a couple points, on this trip that I felt we could have used another ball handler. But it's also just to get him around us.
And then my thought is, just curious, could Pella wind up getting some G League time just if his minutes stay sort of as uneven?
Not
as
there
they are?
yet, but it's we've talked about it. I think he's now finally gotten back fully healthy on this road trip.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see how the rest of the road trip plays out.